What up, my freaks? Rune Insight here with part 6 of my Total Warhammer II modded Thorek campaign. So as we saw last time, we have been on the warpath over here around the Great Turtle Isle, or the Turtle Isles in general, and have slain most of Teclis's armies, have taken pretty much all of his stuff, with the exception of the Golden Ziggurat, where he defends with a pretty nice stack, plus the Lord himself. So this should be a pretty fun battle. They have a fair amount of units, so I think it'll be another nice cinematic that we can get out of it, and that is probably going to be the main goal of this episode. Otherwise we will want to take the entirety of the Turtle Isles, so we'll grab Mud Isles, maybe even have Thorek grab a couple of these islands out here before we go back into the interior of our empire. And the reason I think that it might be a good idea to grab some of these islands, I would get another army to do it, but obviously we can't afford anything right now, and that's pretty much the reason why I want to grab these islands. More money equals more econ development, because we really have a slow start as the Dwarves. Kind of interesting though, kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about this gameplay yet, but I guess that'll be a matter for late game. Now, we do have several things happening. Guacamole Crater, they are about to rebel, so I think we're going to delete you temporarily, Mr. Lord. Ooh, wait. You know what we could do? We could just delete your miners. I thought of actually jumping you over here, but I think if we land here, right at the edge, what'll end up happening is that the enemy army will spawn here, and then you will be too far away to actually defend it. The alternative is to untax it and lose 700 gold. I don't like that option very much. In fact, wait, if we put you, well, we can't put you into shoutout right now. You know what, let's try this. Let's get you here. I'm gonna rebel. Ooh, wait, this actually, you actually prevent this from rebelling. Oh, that's actually interesting. It's interesting, but is it good? And the reason I ask whether it's good is because maybe we want to farm that for more money and XP. I mean, I guess this is just going to keep rebelling on its own, and we have lots of places to be. You know what? You can just keep around. We might actually make you into a relatively more army-like army. And the other thing I want to mention, one more thing, I guess, before we get into the battle with Teclis, and that is, you guys can probably see that the Oath Gold has been severely depleted. We had about 200 at the end of last episode, and I just kept on grabbing us a bunch of runes. And the reason I'm going for runes right now is A, they are limited, so you might as well get all of them. But B, none of the good stuff is unlocked yet, and we'll start saving for the good stuff eventually. But of course, while it is not unlocked, I really don't see the point, so we'll do that when we get to it. Now, let's get to an actual battle, shall we? Can we go into any stance that would help us here? My inclination is no. This gives us, let's see, reduction in oath gold, unit experience, tax rate for local province, yada yada yada. That's all fine, but not what we want. Obviously, ambush stance is useless. Now we just go into regular. We just go into regular stance. All right, let's go. Golden Ziggurat time.
Axes and hammers.
Axes and hammers. Alright, Pyrrhic victory. Ooh, game thinks that this is gonna be a toughie. I like the sound of that. Now, we haven't bothered ever building any siege. Ooh, oh, wow, we could... Oh, those are rams. I thought those were towers. Oh, yeah, okay. We could build 1 billion rams or 2 towers. We could siege it. I mean, we have... And we do have grudge throwers. We could easily break through the gate and just go through. I mean, I feel like we'd be fine either way. Do we want to waste a turn waiting for it? Probably not. And not for this, not for this. We'll siege something that has a full stack and then a stack. Let's just fight it as it is, cinematic style, obviously. Alrighty, here we go. Siege of the Golden Ziggurat and the last stand of the Order of Loremasters. Are you happy, Teclis? Are you happy? We would have left you alone for a while we dealt with stuff, but you had to randomly declare war on us. Look at you, standing there. Alright, well, you're gonna die. Alright, well, so the obvious thing to do is the obvious thing to do, which is a siege of the enemy towers, or destroying the enemy towers with our various siege engines. It's going to take a while for the grudge throwers to go through them, but fortunately with the explosive damage, it looks like they go through the towers fairly quick. At least, it seems like they go through them quicker than the, just thinking to the Mazda Mundi campaign, than the Bastiladons with solar engines do. Obviously, each individual shot doesn't hit for as much, but this is one grudge thrower attacking it. They switched after a while because I don't like the extra shots missing like this one kind of did, although it might have been firing at that. Anyway, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Now, let's just check what our setup is beforehand. It's pretty darn simple. We have the main force with the Ironbreakers and all the Dwarven warriors in front, as well as the 4 units of Quarrelers behind. We are also keeping back 2 units of Dwarf warriors with great weapons, the unit of Thunderers and the unit of Miners, which we are going to send around to sort of break through the walls here and try to flank the enemy. Will we get anything out of that? It really depends on how long it takes the Miners to break through anything. So I guess we'll see. Oh man, this almost looks like writing here, and I was just like, wait a second, but I can see that it's like the where the river used to flow, I guess. I mean, that's what it could be. It could just be topographical stuff, some other topographical features, but I'm not up on my I'm not up on that. So anyway, how are we doing out here? We are still firing, and now firing at the gate with one of the grudge throwers, while the other one is busily obliterating anything that's up on top of the walls. If I were to fight this again, I might actually not waste the shots on the gate and instead just have them rip apart the units, simply because the gate took a while and it took a lot of our ammunition. I feel like we probably could have done more by killing enemies with the grudge throwers, as they do seem to be doing a pretty good job. Otherwise, how are we doing over here? We are moving up the main force, and they are going to start quarreling the enemy units, or quarreling with them, I suppose. The best kind of quarrel. The last argument of dwarfs, as opposed to the last argument of kings. And, well, we don't have cannons yet anyway. So here we go, the main force of the Dowie, once again moving in formation, and they are going to just go right through that gate. Under the Quarrelers, and they're not even being attacked, really. I mean, there's a few shots coming in from Illyrian Reavers, I believe, but it's really nothing that we care about. Here we go, here we go. These guys are all waiting. Oh, look, they left a nice little, like an honor guard sort of deal for us to move in. Obviously, they're going to be able to flank us with this, but nonetheless, ooh, wasted some of our satchel charges, unfortunately, on that gate. I really don't like how they try to toss them up there, even though they don't really do anything. Actually, that appeared to have done a little bit, but only 2 of them. Alrighty, Thorek's gonna move in first because, I mean, why wouldn't he? He has like 170 armor or something like that. He can obviously use his Rune of Wrath and Rune to try to clear the way a little bit. What's that flight thing? I forgot what Master Rune of Flight or something. Yeah, I think one of the really important uses of the Rune of Wrath and Ruin is in the gates like this is just to clear a path a little bit so that you can sort of move in. Otherwise, it's going to take a while. We have a bunch of white lines to fight who, and I do want to check this right now, they do appear to sunder armor as well as pierce armor, so that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn effective against Thorek as well as our Ironbreakers and stuff, so we definitely can't underestimate those units. Now, over here we do finally have these guys, the little flanking force slowly starting to move up, but there are Lothern Seaguard here and another High Elven Archer unit here, so what I do eventually do is tell... Oh, okay, it's actually happening at this exact moment. Damn, I timed that well. Completely on purpose. I mean, I'm just that good at timing stuff. Moving these guys over here to actually hose down these Lothern Seaguard and those High Elven Archers with quarrels so that these guys can move in undercover. And the reason for that is none of them have shields. There's the Ekron Miners and the Dwarf Warriors with great weapons and the Thunderers. They would all get quite a bit of damage on them from enemy High Elven Archers with heavy arrowheads. Anyway, back to this. On the bright side, because this is a gate battle, there's really not much to see in terms of the rest of the fight. It's primarily Thorek breaking through here on the Anvil of Doom. Not actually doing as much splash as as I thought he would. No, actually, looking pretty good. But we also have to remember that he is, every second that he's here, is a second that he's applying Rune of Spite here. So that's also quite nice. And I guess that's another reason to get him as far forward as possible, to get him as much in range of the Rune of Spite as possible. I'd like to see a one-on-one between Ironbreakers and White Lions. I mean, the Ironbreakers would obviously win, but I do wonder by what degree. I mean, right now they're obviously doing just fine. They are at, let's see, 4 units lost and maybe 15% HP lost with upgrades. There we go. It looks like the gate has finally been broken through. The various units that were previously defending it are routing. There is one more unit of White Lions holding, but it doesn't look like they'll be holding for long. And the rest of the Dowie can move on in. We also have 2 units of Dwarf Warriors that are going to be climbing the walls. Just the 2. I don't want to have a lot of units that get tired out by doing this, so I'm just going to get the rest of these 4 regular warriors in the old-fashioned way, i.e. through the gate. Although I suppose climbing the ladders might be the old-fashioned way, but whatever. Alright, and here we go. There are those High Elven archers that I was talking about. They're not having the best of, they're not having the best time here. Some Lothran Seaguard died here. They're trying to join them. I don't know why they're not firing back. Maybe they wanted to fire at a better target, but unfortunately. Yeah, see, if we still had any ammunition with the grudge thrower, this would be a really a decent shot, like right onto these guys who are bunched up like a bunch of idiots. What are you doing, elves? I know that idiot Teclis is your leader, but you don't have to act like he does. Alright, looks like they're going to move over here, but they'll probably break before they get wherever the hell they want to go. We're also hosing down these Illyrian Reavers at the same time with our Quarrelers, doing a pretty good job. They've lost more than half HP, and the rest of our forces are moving in. We've also tied up another unit of Illyrian Reavers with a Warriors unit. Doesn't look like a lot of... I don't see a lot of Dwarf corpses here, primarily Reaver corpses. Oh, wait, no, that guy... No, he's getting back up. He's getting back up. See, I don't actually see a single one dead here. I mean, I get that these are archer calves, so obviously, but nonetheless. Let's see how we're doing over here. There is one thing. I just want to point this out right now. See, Thorek is moving in with nearly full HP. There's a half HP unit of White Lions here. I sent Thorek in thinking that he could help these Dwarf Warriors and prevent them from dying, because they were getting kind of wrecked here by these White Lions. And these White Lions are attacked in the back as well. Thorek is very tired, on the other hand. These guys are active. Interesting. I just want to point out this matchup, and we can see how it goes. Also, a really useful comment in the previous episode, I believe, and it's not something I knew, it's that Thorek can go up on walls. I didn't think that this... that the Handle of Doom could actually go up on walls, but it does appear to be the case, so I really appreciate the tip, or else I wouldn't have even tried. It would probably be a waste to have him climb ladders unless he has perfect vigor, but nonetheless. Anyway, he is here, and he is now going to get a little bit surrounded by the White Lions. They are at half HP, but look at them ripping through his HP. He's at 5,400. And then he just lost 100, and then he just lost basically another 100. He's losing a lot of HP there. And I guess the Noble is sort of here to help as well. Frightened by enemy unit. It looks like Thorek wants a piece of the Noble, but he's kind of being kept away from it. He can't swing. There we go. At least swing there. Alright, well, we'll let him do that thing, but once again, look at that. He's dropped almost a half HP already, down to nearly 4,000. Good job to the White Lions. They've lost 2 units and they've taken half of his HP. And that was a half HP unit in the first place. We are going to move the Dwarf Warriors over here in to help. We even popped a Rune of Doom to try to help, and he's now down to 3,000 HP. Ouch. A definite ouch. Now let's see what's going on over here. We did finally get those Ekron miners forward. They are starting to damage the wall. I actually had tried to set them up here first and order them. Like, you can click on this, and they do walk up to it, but obviously it's indestructible because you can't go through into this little wooded area here. So they just sort of stopped here and wasted some time before I realized what the hell was going on. A little bit annoying, but hey, what can you do? Otherwise, the main force is doing okay. I mean, there's really nothing here. We're mostly just waiting for Thorek to clear out the wall. I actually decided to have the Longbeards come in and help because he was really having a really difficult time against these white lions, even with the Dwarf Warriors that came back to help. Ouch, ouch, and I kept buffing him up with various runes, and yeah, once again, he started off tired and he went into exhausted, whereas the white lions were pretty much active and now have only dropped to winded, so it's not super surprising, but yeah, look at that, a rune of negation going in on him as well. Definitely gotta be a little bit careful with him against units like those. Interesting. Interesting considering his stats. I guess what he really needs is a lot more melee defense. He's at 62, and that's with the Rune of Oaken Steel, so he's at 52. I'm gonna have to be careful. Alrighty, we have a charge going in here from Spearmen, but even though we are on top of the wall, we can at least cast some explosive runes on them and basically force the unit to rout. Obviously, we have the Iron Breakers here who don't really care about this, although they have taken some damage by now. Neat. Over here, we are still hosing down the other unit of Illyrian archers, or at least trying to, but we're basically out of our arrows on our quarrelers. The Dwarven warriors with great weapons are now finally moving in, and they are getting pelted with some of the arrows from the enemy archers, but who cares? Or Reaver archers, I should say. We are also going to move up the Thunderers, finally, who are here somewhere? Thunderers? Okay, I swear I sent them in. Did I not? What? Am I crazy? Oh, they're right here. I did not see that flag. Where the hell are they coming from? Huh. Yeah, I did not see that flag. Oh, there we go. They've set up and they can fire on the Illyrian Reaver Archers. That's the main thing I wanted to see. A volley from them. Basically, we're just going to have the Thunderers take care of the Illyrian Reaver Archers. Obviously, otherwise they just run away from the Dwarfs with great weapons, who are moving in now here to try to deal with these great eagles. Up here, it looks like Thorek is finally victorious. The enemy white lions, these are the ones have routed, as well as that noble who actually didn't present any kind of challenge once the white lions were out of the way. So it was all the white lions. Over here, the last spearman unit on top of the wall is routing. The wall has fallen. We have 2 units of Dwarf Warriors blocking off the Silver Helms from annoying us, and they've actually done a fairly decent amount of damage on the charge. These 2 units are basically at full HP, and with a guard, and I believe one of them has that expert charge defense rune, so this is pretty damn good. Well done to the Silver Helms. Now over here, we have these eagles getting attacked. I like the eagles, they're fun to use. Also, they're adorable. Yeah, you screech at those dwarfs and eat them. I'm not even mad. Alrighty, and then finally, these guys are getting wrecked by the Thunderers. There we go. They will have routed very soon. I guess the Thunderers are firing at will rather than going for volley fire, but still. Ah, damn, I was hoping that would snipe somebody. Come on, hit a couple more. Ah, yes, knock at least one more down. And final push through this with only, let's see, no, the Eagles are still alive, but it looks like just Teclis and this one unit of Illyrian Reaver Archers.
Courage has failed us!
Courage has failed you. Courage should have failed you as soon as you knew Teclis was in charge of you. What the hell? Well, that looks kind of weird. Is he moving around in that little obelisk? Wait, is this his idea of camouflage? What the hell is going on? Oh my god. Okay, well now, folks, we have finally seen Teclis' true form. He's made of stone. He's literally dumb as a rock. This is why he this is why he declared war on us. And unfortunately, he does run away. I did try to get Thorek moving up, but he routed as soon as the rest of the army routed. And just like that, the Golden Ziggurat belongs to us. Do we care about the Golden Ziggurat? Well, if there's gold in there, I'm sure that the dwarves do care about it. Whenever there's gold in them, they're walls. Alrighty, let's see how we did. Let's see how much damage we did, and how close Thorek came to dying. Alrighty, and that should take care of Teclis. Quite a bit of damage actually dealt to Thorek. I was very, very impressed by the white lines of Trace surrounding him and doing so much damage. Of course, he did quite a bit of damage himself, but the fact that the one unit essentially was able to kill him, or would have been able to kill him by itself, it was pretty good. They did have the help of the Noble, of course, but the Noble didn't actually do much damage, though it did, I think, probably provide an aura or something to these guys. Very well done. I guess Thorek needs a little bit more melee defense before he's ready, because they're armor piercing, and I don't remember if they're sundering or they also have some other effect on armor. Probably sundering or possibly something else. I swear I checked it during the battlefield, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Either way, a very good matchup for them there. And otherwise, we didn't take a crazy amount of damage, so meh. Teclis did okay, but like Thorek did 4 times as much damage, so that's also pretty damn meh on Teclis. I wish he had stayed around to duel Thorek at the end there, even with Thorek's HP, but hey, whatever. What can you do? Occupy, Golden Cigarette, and Faction Destroy. There we go. Defeated Teclis. Wins of Magic Power Reserve plus 20. Well, well, isn't that lovely? I guess we definitely get something out of that. Alrighty, now, what do we spend our upgrade points on? We probably do want to move towards Strike the Runes. Is there anything that would give us a... Oh, right, we got the Frenzy for the entire army. I'd love to get Strike the Runes. You know what? Missile Resistance and Magic Resistance probably helpful. We even had to... I even used the Rune of Negation on Thorek in that battle to prevent him from getting killed by those guys, so... Interesting. And then afterwards, we should probably start moving through Thorek's ammunition, missile strength for Thunder, for Quarrelers rather, for the units that he buffs. I just wanted to buff Thorek to... Oh, you know what? You know what? Just because of that, we're going to get him Veteran Anvil Guard first. There. And then we'll combine that... Well, Ornery Overseer. We should probably get this, but I'm not sure that we can justify a point. There's a lot of points. Ooh, and we get to venerate somebody next turn. Most likely it's going to be Smednir, as I've said before. I mean, I understand that... the thing that bothers me is not going for the loreful one. Like, I know that some are way, way better than others. It just really, really feels like you should go for Thungni for the extra Runesmith, just because he's the god of runesmithing. But Venerate Smednir just seems so much better. Magical attacks for the entire army, reduction of magic resistance, which is the type of damage that the Runes of Wrath and Ruin do, and would also combine with various Ward Breaker, and I believe if all of these guys have Ward Breaker, which indeed they do, and if we have like 3 runesmiths, all of which provide ward breaker, and we can just keep stacking magic resistance reduction, so doing even more damage from those Runes of Wrath and Ruin, that will get pretty ridiculous pretty fast. Actually, speaking of ridiculous, we have to level you up, friendo. But what do we level? The real question. Sharpen weapons, increase the missile and melee damage of the parent army, increase the armor of the parent army. Huh. Okay, so I take it you can get both of these. 3%. Okay, it's not actually that much. You know, we're going to go with Retinue Valet, and we're going to max that out first, just because we want to keep stealing those magic items, but then we'll go for this. I take it that this does not stack, but please do let me know if you have any idea whether it does stack. It might work like various other things that stack at levels like 3 and 2. But not stack it at, don't stack at levels 3 and 3 together. And if that's the case, we could definitely get 2 of them with 2 levels of, 2 different levels of sharpened weapons. The hardened armor seems like less of a big deal, even though, I mean, right now it's still good because the regular Dwarven warriors are not at diminishing returns. Same with the great weapons. Definitely the Quarrelers, they could all still use some armor. The Ironbreakers are past the point of needing armor, and Thorek is really past the point of needing armor, but our main force is, but as long as our Quarrelers need armor, and they being our, the units that Thorek upgrades, probably a good idea to use them. Anyway, let us see if there's anything that we can upgrade that'll give us enough money to make more money in order to continue upgrading our stuff. Silly as all that sounds. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it. Do we need to...
for the wisdom of the land.
I think we're okay. I was about to say, do we need to build some miners over here, but I think we're just gonna be fine. Let's go through this. There's some damaged buildings. That's over here somewhere in the Chamber of Visions. I'm not going to waste like 1,500 gold on that, because that's absolutely ridiculous. Well, let's go to Mud Isles. Alright, and are you gonna suicide, Mr. Snickich? Yes, you are. You are gonna suicide. Well, that's well for you. Fairly well. Fairly well. Are we hurt here? Yeah, a little bit hurt, but we are decisive victory. Hey, wait, you have a rune? Why do you have a rune? Really take that away from you before I forget. I don't want to lose it when we inevitably make this guy go away. You can have the drink to victory, though. And while you're in drink to victory... Ooh, wait, no we can do... Hey, some free oath gold. Lovely. And a berserker sword. All swell for you. You're going to go out here, and you're going to go into Valais as well. Add the growth to this province. We are going to repair this. Yeah, we're probably going to need a bunch of lords doing this. You're going to go into Valais as well. There we go. Growth and Untainted. And yeah, it's going to hurt our upkeep, but it will help us grow. Ooh, Guacamole Crater. You're ready to go to the next level. I guess we might as well do that. Oh man, all our precious, precious money. Oh well, no other choice. Do that. Thorek. You can't go to Great Turtle Isle immediately, can you? Yes, you can. Alright, go straight to it. And then we'll go for Mud Isles. I really wish that Kalita didn't have some artifact here, and I take it you can't acquire it via trade. Which means we need to actually kill her.
When I sit on my throne,
man, I kind of want to actually get a trade agreement going, because we really need the early game money. You know what, I guess we could always betray her later. Let's go trade agreement for... Oh, she doesn't even want a trade agreement. What about non-aggression pact? No. What if we give you a tiny bit of money? No. Ooh, wait. I bet she will trade it when we declare war against the Blessed Dread. Okay. Well, we're going to move over here with Thorek. Okay, well... if we can get a few turns of trade out of him, that'll be swell. You can stay where you are. I'm not going to waste any points on you. Let's just see if there's anything else that we can get for cheap here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Nothing's cheap. No free lunches here. Alright, damage done and turn. Let's proceed. We will not be gaining much money, but hopefully some of these islands over here will at least give us something worthwhile. Please don't declare war on us right now. This is not the time. No, you want a non-aggression pact. We're gonna kill you later, though. Foreign Trespasser, Hellkeek. Oh, Hellkeek? Who the hell are you and why are you here? Whoa! Clan Spittle. What the hell is Clan Spittle? They only have one territory. Probably at the marks of the old ones or the Altar of the Horned Rat. Escape and Corruption, 89. Well then. Somewhere out there. You, my friend, can go right back in here. And you can hopefully guard this. If these guys declare war on us, we'll probably lose this territory. In fact, I guess we want to take away your items, because if you die, we might as well. What do you have? Oh, you have the Thagaraki Slayer, right. So you're good against the Skaven. What are you using, by the way? Berserker Sword? Maybe just keep it. But don't keep the Rune of Sanctuary. I'm not losing runes, that's for damn certain. Alright, so you just stay there. Do we get you any points? Lord of the Deep, Subterranean Intercept Battles. Probably not worth it. And we already have this stuff. We could just go Axe Lord and give you just a bunch of basic upgrades. Miners, Dwarf Warriors, and Longbeards. The problem with this guy is obviously we're not going to keep him. There's not going to be any need for him once the Skaven down here have all been destroyed. We could just go into Mason for him, but then... is it worth it to keep him around just for that? Casualty replenishment rate, wound time. Just looking to see if there's anything worthwhile that we can go through into the blue tree. Honestly, not really. Wait, dwarfs don't even have... they don't have the Quartermaster trait, or the trait that reduces upkeep for the entire army. Oh, that's awful. Huh. Really? So it just makes the blue trait, the blue portion of the, or the blue line just garbage. Really, 3rd level just to get 5 casualty replenishment rate and a little bit of less attrition loss? 15% is okay. That's probably the only thing other than Lightning Strike that's worth it here. I don't care about the rest of this at all. Yeah, this is not worth it to get to the capstone. Garbage. Okay, well, we definitely will not be doing that. We could get Flow of Battle by going through this stuff and just upgrade the Lord personally instead of picking what army he's going to go in right now. Give a little bit of speed and vigor to allies. Also doesn't seem like it's worth it. Oath Gold from buildings. Do we have buildings that give us Oath Gold right now? We have 4 Oath Gold from buildings. I don't know which ones. Oh, it's probably the... is it the mine? Is it this? No, that's just gemstones. What the hell's giving us Oath Gold? I don't remember. And honestly, it probably doesn't matter that much. We'll figure that out later. You stay where you are. You're in a good place. Keep Guacamole Crater nice and happy. Mind of the Bearded Skulls will rebel soon, so I guess you're going to change places to go there soon. So you might as well approach it. And you, my friend, are going to see about the Mud Isles. No, it'll take a couple turns to get there. All right, fine. Just go. Just go. Oh, wow. When he's not in the city, we're at 4. 4. Oh man, the money problems are really, they're really kind of problematic, aren't they? Oh well. Oh well, okay, let's just go through this and end the turn because we can't spend money on anything right now. Somebody else is going to declare war on us eventually. Kalita, do you want a non-aggression pact now? You want military access? And trade. Wait. Oh, she must have lost an army because now she really wants all this stuff. Yeah, fine. Fine. Trade agreement. Non-aggression pact. I mean, yeah, she can keep the desert. I guess. Hero's Pendant. This better not be a really, really good one. Watch it be like the best one. I mean, we could always come back for it. Just do this for now. I'll take some money. Ah, she's an early game Tomb King. She has no money. Do we even need a non-aggression pact? Just do it for now. No, non-aggression. Military access and trade agreement. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. War declared between the Citadel of Dusk and the Blessed Dread. Well, that's fine. The Citadel of Dusk is the south to them, I believe. Leadership for armies versus... Leadership for armies and 10% for all units. Leadership for armies, then 10% for all units. What the hell? A wrong put right, a wrong put right. Right the wrong, honor resolve. Oh, I guess this is a joke. Because they're identical. I actually want to read this. The enemy has wronged us, but righting this grudge will cost us deeply. Perhaps too deeply. Maybe just this once we should ignore the slight and focus on the grander objective. Oh, and it doesn't give an actual option. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. Good job. Alrighty, you have moved away. Oh, you're gonna attack these guys. Yeah, you do that. That's fine. As long as we're not having to deal with you ourselves. Now, what's going on over here? Mud Isles. Let's take you over, please. Great Turtle Isle will also probably rebel. There's no Skaven here. Good province. Turtle Isles. You are going to straight... going to go... Hello? Hello? There's a freaking bolt thrower here. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. We can... He's got Quarreler Lust. Just like the rest of us. Where is this? Anti-large projectiles home in on targets for grudge throwers, armor piercing missile plus 50 for quarrelers, and Rune of Burning projectiles cause explosive damage, reduce leadership for bolt thrower units. Yes, definitely gonna get some in here. And I know they're gonna cost us, but you know what? We don't need as many dwarf warriors as we have. We really don't. We'll take and combine, I guess, these two and these two. And we'll replace them with a couple... Wait, actually, how much do these cost? Per turn, they cost 185. Yeah, they're not actually that expensive either. Lovely. Alright. Oh, 3 turns to recruit everything here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why the hell would it take longer to recruit locally? Is it because of the public order? Or is it because of this? Recruitment duration +2 for all units, any armies in region. Okay. Okay, well, that's annoying, but we can see how damaged this army is, so it doesn't really change anything. So, yeah, just go merge selected units, please. And then merge selected units, please. There we go. Now we have 4 regular dwarf warriors with the Ironbreakers, with these guys. We'll move... we'll probably remove the Thunderers for more quarrelers, but for now, or for next turn anyway, when we get the money to recruit this, we'll deal with that. Works for me. And what about you? You have a public order and you generate beer. Well, we can't, I guess, get rid of you. That would be wrong. That would be very, very wrong. Okay, fine. We will switch to... Venerate the ancestors. Keep on getting that public order, or this place will rebel. And then obviously when we have the money, we will deal with this. Oh, man. Money being so tight right now. Okay, you... In fact, wait. Search any ruined settlement for treasure. Good luck finding one. It's all full of Skaven. Skaven. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have searched that one. I completely forgot about it. I was thinking we do the quest and we get the money for it and then use it to get stuff, but... With no nearby ruins, we know that this is full of Skaven. We know that these are full of Skaven. Alright, next time we find one. This is probably the best option, too. Alright, damage building, unassigned skill points. We will skip the rest of that. I kind of forgot about you. But you should probably move, like, right here.
Can you see I'm busy? The runes wait for no one.
The runes wait for no one? They're runes. Alright, foreign trespasser, Borg Zap. Oh, what the heck happened here? Oh, what the hell happened? Ooh, hello. Upkeep for all units. Oh, no. Campaign movement range reduction versus unit experience gain. I mean, that's swell. Is it worth it for the extra upkeep? 5% is not much, though. You know what? I guess train them. Yeah, we'll lose 300 gold per turn. A little bit painful, but what can you do? Okay, now, I don't know why we got carried all the way up there. Game just does that on occasion. It's kind of weird. You can only get one of these bolt throwers, unfortunately. Then it'll take us exactly 3 turns to be fully replenished. Which would be perfect if we could get both of these. You know what? Maybe we could try to get enough money from somebody to allow us to do this. You go here. Stay in Guacamole. Get ready to switch to Mine of the Bearded Skulls in a bit. You are going to go back out here, and you're going to go back into Valea's Will. And in fact, what we can do here, if there is... Let's see, we have a Dwarf Bribe. This place doesn't make much money. Ah, damn, there's no, like, public order or untainted thing? Okay. Fine, then. How much money do you make? If we tax it, ooh, we could do this for like 1 turn, and then just untax it after. Might be worth it. You're being taxed, but you're okay. You, I believe, are not taxed, yeah. Fine, but we still need some money this turn. Okay, we need how much money? Like 600-ish? I really want that other bolt thrower. Let's see. It'll cost us 975 to recruit you. So we're super, super close to being there. Alright, fine. I guess Kalita's gonna get her non-aggression pact. Because nobody else is gonna... Well, I mean... Huh, so would you trade with us? We could not aggress. Yeah, they're not gonna like our great power, and they'll attack us eventually. But they also have our artifacts. We're gonna fight them eventually. And nobody else likes us enough for anything. Okay, Kalita, non-aggression pact, payments, demand payment, 300. Low. What about if we just ask for 300? It's still low. Damn it. We're not getting this, are we? Okay, what about if we join the war against the Blessed Dread? That's also probably not. We could probably get the 300 out of them for that. But you know what? We'll just wait 1 extra turn. Fine. Fine, game. That's the way you're gonna be. We're still not repairing this because we need the cash and assign skill points at turn. On the bright side, ending all these turns will allow our empire to grow a little bit. I really don't want to, like, beat the campaign with basic unit. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that? With basic units, because it takes so long to get the units back up. What are you doing? You're making me uncomfortable. We're going back into base. Why are they acting like this? Ooh, and you now get to build something new. I guess we are... I mean, I'd love to get some more growth, but I think we need even more money. Cannot build, you cannot construct this buildings. The settlement already contains the maximum number of the buildings of this type. What? We have a trinket maker here. Oh, you can only build 1 of these. I take it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I guess we'll have to choose later. More money at the cost of Skaven corruption. Interesting. Well, then I guess we have no choice but to go for the barley field. Extra growth. There you go. Alright, fair enough. And how about you? You can recruit the other unit. Oh, we are now getting closer to being fully fixed up. Let's do that. Almost tempted to get rid of the Ironbreakers and get the Regiment of Renown for Dwarf Warriors, but we're still okay, I think. At least for now. We'll get rid of them later anyway. And let's skip the rest of this. Lord not moved. You don't need to move. Unassigned skill points. Don't care. Damage building. Don't care. Can't afford anything. You are at -9. Well, we got what we wanted, so let's untax you again. Oh, wait. Question. Does untaxing... Let's see. We're at growth 124. Oh, yes. Untaxing does indeed grow quite a bit. Is there anything we could untax that will benefit us? But not lose too much money. No, we don't make enough money for it to be worth it, unfortunately. Alright, another end turn. Keep the Empire growing. There we go, getting some population surpluses now. Alright, war between Cult of Sotek and Court of Libaras. Eh? Well, honestly, if Cult of Sotek defeats them and takes all their stuff... Oh no, Teheneman's having a bad day. He's lost the Citadel of Dusk. Okay, it seems like the Court of Libaras is probably it's probably doing better. Alright, you go back out here, keep buffing up Wixel, go into Valea's Will, you're already in Valea's Will, you need to jump over to the Mine of Bearded Skulls in a bit. All the Chaos Corruption is dropping, which is lovely. And we got 2 more turns until this, let's just keep on going. Ooh, and how close are we? Another 20 growth out of this, and then in 6 turns we can get out those Oaths of Loyalty, and then in 12 turns, High King's Authority. Alright, it's getting better. Nice to go through some of these admin turns, I guess. Especially early on. It's only a matter of... Oh, see, these guys keep coming closer to us as long as we keep a Lord out here. It's really... stop it, AI. I don't appreciate it. Alright, that's good. Sign a non-aggression pact with the Southern Sentinels. Don't care. Imminent rebellion in the Southern Spine of Sotek. Well, that's why we have you here, buddy. Go to the Bearded Skulls. There we go. Guacamole Crater will now be negative, but... well, I guess there's no but, it's just bad, but whatever. Now, do we have enough to get you going? Yep, yeah, we do indeed. We do indeed. I guess we probably want to destroy the Siege Workshop now, replace it with a money building, and maybe even build up this port. 250 money, growth up, but there's no public order. As soon as we leave this place, public order is going to get freaking terrible again. Well, we'll destroy this in a couple turns. I mean, we might want to build another couple Grudge Throwers, although I feel like this is enough for now. Alright, let's just end at least 1 or 2 more turns. We're unfortunately quite out of time. I'm just trying to get through as many of the admin turns as possible, as I said earlier. And any declaration of war? I'd love to end the episode on a declaration of war. Ooh. There is some runes and stuff to spread around, but I'll do that between the episodes, I think, because it does take time. Alright, you get out of the here and then go into Valet as well, thank you. Add up that growth and stuff. Guacamole Crater, how long can you survive like that? Not super long. Ooh, we could upgrade this if we had the money. Speaking of money, let's try to get some out of here. Fel Cargo. Do we have a battle at Fel Cargo? No, we don't. Damn. Perform better in campaign. Come on. Upkeep reduction. No, we got a trunk of maps. Damn. Oh, well. Oh, well, you can't win them all. Anyway, I think with that, we're going to end it here. I was really hoping that this would give us a battle that we could fight with Thorek and thus end it on another battle. But since we're out of time, we are going to call it here. Next episode, we're going to grab a few more islands with Thorek in the hopes of getting some money and getting a little bit more territory. Then... I guess we are going to start attacking these Skaven up here. I mean, there isn't really much to do. Otherwise, yes, we need to head out here. But if these guys are all fighting amongst each other, that means they're not fighting they're not fighting with us, and that's just fine. Let them fight. Let them get weaker. Let us get stronger. I don't think we need to grow the Empire much more right now. So in fact, yeah, I would like to take time to sail around and just fight sea battles while we get some growth going, just gathering money, because we just can't upgrade everything we have, and it's really not a great situation to be in, but I think we can overcome it at the end of the day. So stay tuned next time for more Empire growth and probably the war with the Skaven, because I will inevitably get impatient and just straight up attack somebody. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and rate, comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.